It has started.
Oh,
Apologize for the multiple uh, problems had today. Apparently, Roblox doesn't like it when I try to find a different game to play for the stream.
okay.
So
Well,
we're back.
we can,
So
you can actually use this game to further show the point in various character design.
Yeah. Alright.
As long as that.
Please select your character.
Okay, that's 30 seconds. Okay. So, if you look at kind of everyone on here, because I don't care who I fall on at this rate, I suck with everyone. As you see here, everyone here doesn't necessarily play the same. Each one has their own various style that can be different from like another one.
Yeah. Even though Relius and Carl are basically the same thing, but
yeah, no, that was one of the other points I was gonna make. It was each one of them can be different in style, sometimes in lore, sometimes in drawing, but you can tell when you can also tell the detriment of the game when you have too many characters that are similar.
Rebel 1. Action.
Kind of just like one of those things where it's like, you know, like in different character designs you can see similarities. It's kind of just one of those, like, I hate to use the words necessary evils, but that's kind of just what it is at this rate.
Yeah. The thing is, a lot of Blazblue characters are just unique in their own way. That a lot of the times it's hard to relate them to another one of the characters in the same series. So most of the time they are given a very unique character design or choice that either pertains to the story or something else in the lore, that then it becomes, well, this character, see its playstyle, you can't really find that playstyle in other games most of the time.
It's usually like, no, it's like usually when you're relating characters, the best thing you can do is sort of, you would either relate them by function or you would relate them by, do they act similar to another character? In this case, because we kind of compare like we make like, we call Carl and Relius kind of the same.
Yeah, and the fact that they basically have the same mechanic.
Yeah.
But design-wise, they're kind of different.
That I can perfectly agree with.
Whereas Relius doesn't mostly depend on his little fucking puppet thing. Carl depends on it because technically, I think that's, what, his sister?
Yes, that's his sister.
So, in a sense, he more or less playing-wise relies on it more, but as you see with Clover, he only ever summons it when you put in the command to summon it. But with Carl, she's just standing right there the whole time.
Yeah, also true.
I never seen that before.
So, no. No, so it's a very so it's kind of like a very, it's a very thin line to how you define character, how you define character design. Because to me, in my way, I consider function to be the same when you're comparing character types. If you can look at this and say that he is just the same as this, you can, in a way, say yes, because they are both puppet characters that function doing one function. They may do it differently, but it's just the same. It's like saying Izanami and Nine are the same. You can say that because they delve in two different variances of zoning.
Nine the Phantom.
Oh shit.
I was making a point here. I was only making a point here, and whatever.
Why you didn't put it to random?
Nah, because I didn't have time for random. By the time it was on 1 second, I was between the two.
あなたの実力も残さず見定めさせてもらうわ。The wheel of fate is spinning. Rebel 1.
Without creating like too much without trying to create too much silence and make every scene seem very like a mute point, like, oh, I have no idea what I'm saying. It's more like when you start making an argument about design, you have to identify what your full argument is, whether or not the design is the same or whether it's completely different. And my answer to that question would always be that lore can only do so much, because once you start to do function, it's a question of whether or not they were too lazy to do it.
Oh.
That's a phrase. Definitely a phrase right there. Jeez. So
Rebel 2. Action.
like you'll see, like, once we get back to the character screen, it's kind of like, can you make that same reference about physical characters? Hey Chris. Yes. Yeah, mine's been pretty good, not gonna lie.
Oh, me?
Yeah, he's definitely asking you.
The same? As it always is? Horrible? No.
No, right now, we're playing Central Fiction. Fair enough. Elijah, do you care if we pause?
I don't care.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna pause for that break, just to allow our guest to tell his story for the day. Go ahead. Hey, Danny, have you been here the whole time?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, my fault. No, my fault, Danny. Okay.
Ah, shit. I think you got Wade.
Oh shit. I got lucky.
Nine. Win.
Huh?
Please select your character.
Oh.
Oh.
Azrael Kagura Mutsuki.
Really?
Oh. Yikes.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action.
Maybe not. If Gabe was here, we usually have something called social commentary. Free politics. Gauss.
Oh, shit.
Rebel 2. Action.
You okay?
Really? Legged.
Kagura win. Rebel 3.
I would have wanted that.
Action.
That shit would have been great. They're like Korean porn book. That sounds good. Ain't talking about rough. Oh, they had that place with a kid there? That's okay, that's too much. I'm sorry. That's a bit too much. Right. Right.
What?
It worked. It worked. It worked.
No, no, not you. What the fuck? How?
Oh, they didn't really.
Please select your character. Jin Kisaragi.
Oh.
Really?
Oh.
Jubei.
Okay, what was the image? What was the
slavery.
image?
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1.
Hey, I got it right.
That? Okay.
Rebel 2. Action.
So you're telling me that they literally had a puzzle with a plantation on it. Oh, good lord, no. I couldn't blame you for that.
Oh.
That's a catch right there.
Oh.
Rebel 3. Action.
Please do. Good. Ooh, good slash.
Jubei win.
Perfect timing.
I would have felt more offended by that, honestly.
Please select your character.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, what were you gonna say about the brawler characters?
So, before I ended up picking it, when you're comparing fighters, when you do something like Makoto and Bullet, what is the exact difference in their move style? That's not just about a punch and a kick and an uppercut.
Makoto is the squirrel, right?
Yes, Makoto is the squirrel.
Okay. Makoto is not a grappler.
Correct. That's like a brawler.
Yeah, Bullet is technically a grappler. Everything she does involves grabs.
So it's kind of the comparison whether if I'm wrong, then I will admit to being wrong. But often, most of the time, when you're like comparing brawler characters, the only way you can tell them apart is just their moveset at the time. But when you first look at them, they don't look any different. Like how a Ryu and a Ken don't look different until you play them. Or even better, I'll use it in terms of this. Like, what's the difference between Sean? I'm asking this to Chris. If you don't play them, what is the difference between Sean and Ken?
Rebel 3, action.
No. Your definition of what makes it different is valid. What I'm saying is, if you don't play either, without having a knowledge of both, what sets them apart? If you do not play either, if you are just looking at Sean strictly from appearance, what sets them apart? What sets him apart from Ryu? No, either of them. If you look at either of them, just from vision themselves, yeah, that's the only thing that sets them apart. But in terms of moveset, but in terms of moveset, there's nothing that would seem different about them without having to play them. Because if you don't play Ken, but you play Ryu, and you look at Ken, and you're told that they are kind of the same character, and you didn't know that there was a difference to the way that Ken plays in variance to the way that Ryu plays, you wouldn't know there's a difference until something told you there was a difference.
Please select your character.
So you wouldn't know realistically how they look on screen or how they are until you pick them and play with them. A character screen does not has to be able to do two things: show a character's personality.
I was talking to a person in the chat.
Yeah.
Izanami.
What happens is on a character screen, you have to be able to show two things about a character: the personality and what sets them apart from each other. If you look at a Ryu and you look at a Ken, they look kind of similar, not in a race perspective, but in a character perspective, they look exactly the same. Because the better question is there something besides the moveset? What sets a Shotokan apart from another Shotokan? So I ask you. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. What sets them apart without, if you're not playing them, is how they look. Yeah, so that's all. No. So that's all I'm saying. Is that kind of like if there's like nothing on the character screen to tell them apart. Like a character has to look cool at first to get the appeal to have someone play them. Right or wrong? No, what we say generally, that a character has to look interesting to want to play them. And there are like actual conditions to where playing a character makes you want to play them even further.
Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs.
No, and so my only arguing point is that my only arguing point is that if I can't tell the design apart from just a character screen, what's gonna make me think that the person I pick is different from another character? The argument that I'm making is that character design, it's not creative enough. If on a screen you can show that this person is different from this person, that's fine. BlazBlue's been able to do it. Let's see, SNK's SNK's been kind of faltering, so I'm not gonna give him praise on that. I don't think Virtua Fighter's been able to do it that well either.
Susanoo.
Never played it.
Well, I own KOF Steam Edition, so unless they change something specifically, I don't feel the need to buy it a third time. Because if you're going to,
the wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action.
It would be that way if I was interested, but I've waned interest in that game. I've waned interest in the franchise since then. The RPG mode is like a bit creative. It's creative because originally it's an RPG mode, so I mean originally it's an RPG before the game was made. But I'm more in tail of like sort of what's the reason for me playing this game? If you can't give me a good reason, why should I play it? I'm sorry, no, I'm sorry to hurt your feelings, Chris, but
Susanoo win. Rebel 3. Action.
PS5, I mean, if it's a free-to-play thing, then there's not many free-to-plays that I don't do for content. No, that's what I'm saying. Most of the games that I play are sometimes not, are like mostly things I've already paid for. So it's more like if it's like a game I've played, I've already probably paid for it. So, and all the games I usually have on my PS4 are either fighting games I've already played, fighting games I used to be interested in, arena fighters, unfortunately Jump Force.
Why is Jump Force separate?
Why is it separate? Are you gonna play Jump Force?
I mean, if I had it, probably.
See, you're lying already. Alright.
No, I'm not. So, I did it up for my Xbox.
So, to the point, you see, kind of like, you see how the difference between Hakumen and Susanoo make a little bit of sense? You can tell by their poses that they're drastically different.
Yeah. Problem is, now, what category is Susanoo?
I don't know.
Because I've never seen a character that needs to unlock their moveset mid-fight.
So, he might just be like a boss character. He might be like boss character. He might just be like boss character. Maybe. Because I had never really thought about it. Because in BlazBlue, I never really considered how do you characterize people. It's much more of like, okay, they just play like this. Because like asking for a label in BlazBlue is like asking, is there one character that fits under this label specifically? And even I would disagree with them like fitting under a label that doesn't make sense. Because sometimes they just don't fit the label. Because I do ask, does Hakumen fit more under like? Does Hakumen fit under a label better than Susanoo does?
I mean, is there a set of counter characters?
For Hakumen? I don't know.
Because I'd say he's like defensive / counter. Because most of the time, your combos do rely on you getting that grab. Why would I get up? I'm sad.
See, because it's more like when you're defining characters, the better question is, does this design necessarily mean that they will always fit under it?
I think I should get that.
Because even I'm more afraid of trying to give Hakumen a label. Just like Susanoo, just like it's impossible for Susanoo to get a label. It's hard for like Hakumen to get like an actual freaking label.
Yeah.
Oh. That's just the distance. That's the distance, good sir. I'm like, see, because if I say that he's just a swordsman, then he fits under that brand because he technically is just a swordsman. You have to now define what makes Susanoo not Hakumen. And so that's the only way you kind of set them apart. It's like, oh, okay, their meter's not the same. Their meter doesn't work the same. The characters don't play necessarily the same. You're saying the words, the characters don't play the same. Because that's just the hope. That's just the hope that the characters play different.
Ah, I fucked it up.
Nice. Because I'm like fumbling over my words. Because I'm trying to figure a way of saying.
He's so empty.
Is there
that
a
fucking
way
Street is.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have his last one unlocked.
Right. The reason why I feel like I'm so empty when I'm saying it is because it's so hard to say the words. Is there a way to do character design so much that you show personality and be able to tell that a character is different from every other character? Because if I go to Jin, but then immediately I go to, let's see, what's like a similar sort of character? Kinda similar. But then I go to someone like Tsubaki. They're both holding swords. So you would both classify them as both swordsmen.
Yeah.
Even though one's a girl and such. They're both basically like kind of that. They're kind of just that. They're both swordsmen. How do you tell them apart without... How do you tell them apart on the start screen without having to go too far? Show personality and then try to give a little pose that sort of shows, you know, how they function. Give them a little pose, or like trying to give like a little display of weaponry. Sorta.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action.
Because you can tell they like work hard. You can tell like when someone works hard on the character, but it sucks when you can't tell them apart, and you just go, "Oh, I want to play Ryu," but then you just end up picking Ken. Or I want to play, or you pick Ragna, or like you know, or you basically play, I want to play Ragna, and then you just end up picking Naoto, even though they look considerably different.
One's a swordsman, so...
That doesn't mean you lose, sir. You're fine.
That a counter?
No idea, man. Yeah, man. Because maybe I'm fumbling over my words and I need to probably get this. I probably need to get this argument a little bit cleaner, honestly. So I'll just say this for now. It is of my own opinion that said that character design can be better and should be better for in the future, because you can run into a problem very similar when it comes to doing very repetitious character design. So I'll just be kind of fair and say that we'll agree to disagree that character design is either creative or just, you know, very secluded. And I use the word secluded as in it's very restrictive because of how far fighting games allow.
Please select your character.
Now the second one, the topic I want to talk about now, it's not controversial. It's more of a personal opinion, but I would like to talk about this specifically.
What is it?
Where I feel fighting games are better only with friends versus random opponents.
Yeah.
Ragna the
Blood Edge. No, you're good. Please do. Please do.
We don't even know if we can hear him.
Please do. I can hear. Please do. No, it means like
we can't hear him.
That the stream might hear you.
The wheel of fate is
no, that the stream probably can't hear him.
One. Action.
Okay.
Beat a child?
Rebel 2. Action.
Yeah. That's what fighters do.
I can agree. Oh yeah. I can understand. Yeah.
Please select your character. Arakune.
Oh yeah.
Valkenhayn R. Helsing.
I kind of wish the stream could have heard him.
For those who couldn't hear in the stream, we have another person in here who decided to gladly express his opinion, and we thank him for it. He decided to air out his grievances about the problem, about about agreeing with one of my more personal points, that fighting games are better with friends versus against random people. Because at least the pre-notional thoughts for fighting games do come into mind once you start playing it with your friends. And let me know if I'm summing it up correctly, because I don't want to get you wrong when I do it. Danny, let me know.
Valkenhayn win. Rebel 2. Action.
Ever get bit by an old man? Non-sexually?
Wrong words, but Danny knows it. But Danny, thank you for sharing. We really wish your voice was allowed to be shared, because the stream probably would have appreciated hearing it from someone else other than us too. What now?
The stream can only hear us two.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I clicked the mute button to see if it caught what he said, and it just silenced.
Oh, man.
Because I don't think either of them have selected the option to share their mic in the settings.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
No, you're all good. You're all good. We were just trying to tell them outside that there was someone else that did express their opinions, and if there was a moment of silence, we were listening to an opinion. So you have to kind of go into like your party settings. You kind of like have to you have to go specifically into your settings for your voice, and you have to change the permission.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action.
So now people should be able to hear me.
That can only be recepted by the host of the stream.
So can
yep,
people
they
hear
can
me?
hear you. Yeah.
All right, yeah. I'm about to say all the swear words. Let's start with number 1 of 7.
I mean, we've said worse stuff before. Don't be surprised. All these game pass.
Yeah. I don't think anything can go past him saying the hard R.
The hard R.
Rebel 2.
All right, so I kind of did a thing. I bought Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.
As you should. It's a very good game.
Wait for it. On the Switch.
It's still a good game.
Okay, then cool.
Even on a Nintendo console, I hate the fact that you bought it on it, but whatever helps you to play the game, and it's technically a Team Reptile game, so I'll get over it.
That's the part I was waiting for.
I just want to mention, I always wondered if like he actually wore panties, and now I'm looking at his sprite playing. He does.
Yes. Don't worry,
it's
not a moving game.
The answer is probably does wear them.
So, I mean, I understand, but the whole entire fact of fighting games is a lot more fun with friends. But I have to somewhat disagree on that.
Please, the floor is open.
Alright, so, mind you, my own opinion, that is, it's only fun if everybody's on the same page.
Ragna the Blood Edge.
Like,
so are we agreeing, or are we agreeing with the stipulation, or are we disagreeing?
Agreeing with the stipulation.
Okay.
Like, if everybody was on the same page, like, if everybody did not know the game and everybody was willing to learn the game all at the same time and basically grow from said game, then yeah, that can work.
Okay.
But if it's a case that, oh, like, we're all supposed to go ahead and play this game, but in the back of somebody's mind, they are basically saying, yeah, I'm about to go ahead and beat everybody's asses in here and let them know that I'm the best one in this game.
But then again, we know some of these people, if not to sort of, just to put it out there, we know some of these people.
Yeah, and that's the part. I understand that. It's just that if everybody was on the same, that's the part that I'm trying to say though. It's only fun if everybody is on the same page and everybody's willing to go ahead and well, yeah.
You're definitely lagging on here.
Yeah.
Like I could go ahead and play, get back to playing BlazBlue. I can get to go ahead and go back to playing BlazBlue. It's been forever since I played it. Versus if it was playing Tekken. I would go ahead and just like go straight for my main character and we'll just go ahead and go at it for hours. It's just the intent of what everybody's feeling at that rate.
Right.
Are you going after everybody's head, or are you just going, or are you just fighting to? Are you doing the whole entire iron versus iron situation? Are you playing for dominance, or are you just basically fucking around?
It's usually a difference because of the environment. Because when is being focused too much? I want to ask that as an honest question. Because what if you're having fun, but then you just get focused?
That's happened to me before.
Yeah.
So it was one of those times where I'm playing with my friends in the lunchroom, and we were playing cross tag battle on my computer, and I was just fucking around with my main team, which already sounds like a bad idea. And then, as my health got low, and I lost my second character, switching to Akatsuki, I eventually ended up doing the fucking infinite combo I learned with Akatsuki in serious mode. So
you lean forward in that seat and you grip that controller.
No, I didn't even lean forward. I stopped smiling and just went quiet.
Yeah.
And they just put the controller down because they saw where this was going.
Yeah, and so that's what I'm asking. Does necessarily not having fun mean that you cannot play serious? I'm asking that question out of sincere concern and curiosity. Because what defines fun to some people is not the same.
Oh, I thought mine would go out first.
And that's no. And that's not to undermine your point at all, Chris.
Well, then again, too, I'm gonna ask that question with this question, right? If you go into serious mode, and okay, let's just say things just get elevated. It went from y'all just playing around to now you get a little bit more invested because of the fact that, oh, he and or she and or they go ahead and it's starting to get the best of you. All right, then let me go ahead and turn up a little bit to go ahead and get my lick back, and then you realize that, oh yeah, you know, it's for funsies till it gets serious. Just basically using Elijah's example, basically.
Yeah.
Then it either goes from, okay, you can either put the controller down and you walk away, or you could just be like the fact, okay then, you want to go ahead and do that, now it's my turn to go ahead and get my lick back.
Well, the thing was, in my situation, the way we fuck around is that we're both playing like idiots. So at some point, we're both getting down the low health. We're both getting the best of each other. And multiple times I had lost before that. So it was like, we're on equal footing, basically, with us just pressing random shit and just fucking around. But at that moment, it was like muscle memory. Because before that, I hadn't played Akatsuki. So my first time putting Akatsuki on my team and then that happening, muscle memory just kicked in and I just went silent. So it wasn't on purpose, but it was one of those matches where we were just fucking around and I just went silent. After that whole thing happened and I bursted and everything, I put him in the loop. I did the whole kick into heavy and then continued. I kept doing it and he just put down the controller and said, here, switch off. And of course I felt bad because I'm like, I didn't even mean to do that.
Right. I don't know. I think honestly, just a tad bit is like the point that I'm trying to make is it's fun until it's not.
Yeah, but like we're trying to definitively decide, can there be a moment when like, you know, sort of like hypes up. And I feel like the equal to your argument is that each person has to literally snap into that moment somewhere. Because if only one person does it, it ruins the aesthetic. Like in Elijah's example. Once one person's in, everyone else is basically checked out. Because one person's in. Matter of fact, you want the best example?
Okay. Hit me.
Remember when we used to play Cross Tag Battle?
I had a feeling that you were gonna bring that up.
What happened? No. What happened when Gabe got too serious?
Half of the chat backed out.
Exactly. Because we knew what happened.
Half of the chat backed out, and I was just the only one that was like, okay, then cool, fine. I could go ahead and continue this for hours.
Nice hit.
But then again, too, now, also, with that being said, do you agree with that? Do you agree with that statement? It's only fun until it's not.
Yeah, I do. I am completely on that statement. I'm completely agree with your statement. I can completely agree with that statement being the definitive statement. And I don't mind it, because I am usually a guy for something like that.
Oh shit. Fuck. You learn.
Denise, no burst. Oh well. Are we saying that there's never a point when you should immediately snap because your serious mode is a mode that is restricted to competition only?
Yeah.
But also at the same time too. Then again, once again, probably just me. It is a fighting game. At some point or another, you want to go ahead and try to outdo each other. So it kind of turns into a competition sort of thing.
True.
Now,
however, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now, okay then. Now, do you just go ahead? You basically take the loss, shake hands, go back into the lab, do better, and repeat the process again?
Yeah, but why are we resorting to going back in the lab? Lab assumes
why are we
that you're
going
doing
in
this
the
for
lab in general?
To go ahead and get better into the game.
Yeah, but if we're playing it for fun, it's not supposed to be a semblance of, oh, I'm better than my friend at the game. If you're playing it for fun with your friends, it's just a point of, oh, we're fucking around. If someone wins, then yeah, fuck you, I got it. I got it for this round. It should never be a point where, oh, I have to go into the lab, learn how to play the game, because now I need to beat my friend's ass because he beat my ass in the game. That doesn't really matter half the time.
True, but I will say this. It's not you getting better at, it's not you getting better at the game. It's, well, it would be you getting better at the game. But it's not to the point of it's not to the point that you want to be able to go ahead and now actually come back with something. Because once again, if you're having fun, you want to go ahead, come back with something that you could be able to give off that same energy. Because if it's literally only casual, let's just say once again, you and one of your other friends decide to go ahead and play a brand new game together.
Okay.
Your friend decided to go ahead, slip up, and wind up learning the infinite. Back in his head, oh shit, let me go ahead and see how long I could go ahead and do this for. At one point or another, you want to go ahead and try to learn. Okay, then he already has this combo move. Let me figure out some way to go ahead and get out of it and try to get back at him. It's basically a whole constant cycle. What in the world this person is doing that he got the whole entire field filled up? I'm gonna say my man. So
you're a master.
Yeah. Which I mean, I get that I was on Master Duel. I just
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Too much shit was happening all at once.
No, you're fine. You're good.
I'll go on to the next match. But it's, I don't know. It's like if it's friendly competition, then it's friendly competition at the end of the day.
Well, no, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, I'm not trying to.
You go ahead. You go in. You fight. Y'all shake hands, and let that be that. And it should actually just be that. But also at the same time, you want to be able to learn not only more about your friend or the character that he's using, but it should be able to go ahead and bounce off of each other.
Okay. So what I want to put as I want to put as a centering solstice that we will use your rubric for that the skill level must be similar, because it does feel very unfair when you're like literally playing against an opponent and all the time the entirety of one person is getting their ass kicked the entirety of the time. Because it's sort of like, you know, in a phrase, it unmotivates them to play the game when one person is getting really good and they're getting too good that they're getting so far. That's why that's why we're trying to argue the point. Why are you labbing when you're just playing a game for fun? There's there's nothing riding on you getting good at this game.
I did something.
Actually, actually, Derek, I got a better situation at hand. I got a better story, and it's not using cross tag. I'm going to go ahead and say
I don't know my crab's
Smash Brothers.
Wait. How did I do that? Wait, I'm trying to play hopscotch, you bitch. No, let me play hopscotch.
Stay. Chris, go on with your story. I was waiting for the story.
So, I'm gonna use the story of Smash Brothers for an example.
Good.
Right? Now, I'm going to use Melee. Even though I had the original copy, it was what? Original Melee Brawl for Ultimate, right? That was the order.
Yes.
Okay, then so, not counting the original because I had my own personal mess behind that one.
Okay.
Melee. My friend had it for GameCube, and we will go ahead and play this game. Now, he had the game. Well, yeah, he had the game, he learned the game, all that other stuff. I didn't even have a GameCube because I was in a poor situation.
Right.
Cool, fine. Go over there, would get my ass kicked every single time, but eventually I will go ahead and try to learn the game so I could be able to go ahead and get better at it myself. So I could be able to at least put up a fight. Jump forward to Brawl. Yeah, jump forward to Brawl. Same situation on the Wii. Going into high school. I seen one of my friends. Oh yeah, he's playing, and I'm using the controller. I'm using the controller, but it wasn't like the GameCube controller. I was actually using the Wiimote. That was the name of it. To go ahead and play. So I was not even the nunchuck, like literally just the Wiimote.
Just the Wiimote itself.
Play with the Wiimote.
Exactly my point.
A is the front, B is the back. Grab is one of the number buttons.
But it was a one deal thing. But
oh my god.
Also at the same time, I got my ass kicked. And also, I never had the game. So I backed out of it. Let that be that. It was until I got into college and seeing everybody was playing this game, and I wanted to go ahead and, you know, jump in, see if I could be able to go ahead and learn something. And I'm looking at everybody play this game and doing amazing shit. I was like, all right, then cool, fine. I'll go ahead. I'll pick up the controller. I'm playing as Sonic at the time. Get my ass kicked every single time, to the point eventually I just gave up and I just backed out of it. Well, not only that, but the community was toxic, so I just said, all right, yeah, I'm done. I'll just leave it alone. Figured out that's not my game. It wasn't until Smash 4 when somebody actually gave me a DS and actually bought the game for me for my birthday that I started to go ahead and sit here and learn how to go ahead and play. Everybody else that was around me actually had more experience than I had, right? So I'm just over here learning how to play the game just to play the game. It took one night where everybody else had the game around me, and I could probably say that, okay, I think I could be able to go ahead and, you know, do something. Get my ass thrashed horribly. And people was asking me like, wait, I thought that you would have been able to go ahead and put up a fight. And I just tell them like, yeah, you know, I got the game. I really don't know how to, like, you know, play it the way that y'all would. And at the same token, they could not teach me how to go ahead and play the game like they could have. So now I'm stuck in a loop where I can't even defend myself in this game. It took... Oh, okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead, no.
Yeah, it took someone else to go ahead and teach me how to go ahead and play the game and everything, just for me to sit here and actually put up a fight. To put up a fight and to actually go ahead and win one match against somebody.
Listening K with a gun No. Okay, Chris. I'm gonna use that and use your example and tell you exactly why that is adept to fighting games and why that community was terrible.
Okay.
For your level at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Since you're watching them already, your interest is coming from watching the game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of older players have agreed that when you play any game, the one key factor that is true between any and all people that play it is that the skill level has to be the same. Like we talked about earlier tonight. Skill level has to be the same. Because if it's not, then there comes this gap that you can never get over. And trying to get over that gap from nothing is literally asking for like the worst. Because you can't even fathom getting over this gap without asking for help. Now, in this case, because that gap is so wide, you ask for help as a new person. That's usual. You're supposed to ask for help as a person still learning the game. And that's common for new people to ask for help. The issue with that is because the issue with them not helping you is mainly because as a community they do not know how to function. I will give you a phrase and it will seem familiar. Chris? They're all players, not teachers.
Okay.
Much like in an actual job where you say that there are teachers and there are doers, they only play the game. They cannot teach you how to play the game. They are too far themselves.
Okay. So then that brings another situation then. How in the world did they learn the game?
Because they probably had the same gap at times. That's kind of like why I'm saying, usually in a community setting, it's supposed to be the olders that teach the youngers. Or the more experienced that teach the youngers. The problem is that as far as we got, right now, a lot of people do not believe in like teaching people a game at all because because everything in a community-centric game has become very individually leveled. Which is why whenever you hear like a community getting better, like all together, like a community shares. Like the community shares, like, you know, weaknesses. Like community shares weaknesses about a character, and then everyone sort of like learns together because everyone's on the same skill level, and they sort of like kind of know where to go. You can't teach a new person the same way you teach a person that's already experienced. If you told me you were new to the game, it is my duty as a fighting game player to not beat the shit out of you.
Okay.
Because that's what's called negative feedback. Because giving you negative feedback does not benefit. Because it definitely works out to where that's the problem. Where that's the problem. The people in that group were responsible for you learning that game.
Right.
You could have even told them that you were just new. And if it didn't matter, they would have and should have underpicked. They would have and should have underpicked, knowing that there are new people that they want to play their game. Fighting game people know this logically. The way you keep your game alive is that you teach more people to play your game. You teach them to like the game, and you want them to be interested enough to keep playing the game. You don't show them the game, then let them get their ass kicked, and then not care.
True. Okay, true.
Because in turn, that is what's negative. That's negative. I wouldn't stand for that at all. I wouldn't be the type of guy to go, oh, why are you picking him? Why are you doing that? Why are you being the toxic one? I would call that shit out. I'd be like, well, why are you even playing? Go over there with all the regular people. Go wait with that group. Go wait with all the tryhards. I know, these words right here sound toxic, but they're kind of in a stupid, shitty gatekeeping way to tell the pros, or the people that take it too seriously, to step back or step off. Because having new people play a game, but it immediately gets steamrolled is not fun.
Yeah. Constantly at that, too.
And that's just, no. And that's kind of just where I stand on it. And no, anyone can be free to disagree with me. I'm never going to tell them not to. like cat.
Rebel 2.
And sorry if it sounds like I'm getting a little bit too passionate about it. It's more like I'm getting more mad at like whenever I have to keep hearing the statement of a new player can't learn to play a game because community people are just being community people versus kids just wanting to play a goddamn game.
Right.
You wanna know the best example of it? You weren't in the game room, so you weren't in the game room for that day I was there playing Street Fighter V with like other people. But you can tell when you see little kids that just want to play the game, you encourage them to play the game and just have fun. There is no seriousness in context for that game. Because the second you add seriousness, you're the weird one.
Unless you're like me, where I'm torturing kids, but that's besides the point. I hate children.
Yeah. So you very much the definition of fuck them kids.
Yes.
Which, okay, that's a thing. I can't fault you on that. But Derek, you can just chime in at any time.
Stop you at any time?
Yeah, just.
I mean, I don't want to I don't want to put like someone else's opinion in mine because it'd be very unfair to do it because it's somewhat like the phrase of
oh god, no.
It'd be sort of unfair to sort of classify someone's opinion as similar to mine. What I'm trying to say is, personally, and this is only me, and this is always gonna be wrong, and I know this is always gonna be wrong. It is the community's responsibility to teach someone new when they start a game. I don't care how young they are. I don't care how much experience they have. I don't care if they were a past champion or not. It is your responsibility in a community-run genre like fighting games that can be so easily produced, so easily made, so easily replaceable to the last one that came out. It is your responsibility as a member of that community to cater in the next generation of people. And when you don't do that, that makes you seem like the asshole, and that community seem really fucking negative because they don't see the fact that putting more people into your game makes your game last longer.
Right.
I don't care how old the game is, I don't care what variant of the game it is. If you told me that there was some 150 people playing Street Fighter 3 Double Impact, I would pick up that game in 3 seconds. And I would find someone to teach me that game strictly from the bottom up.
Well, true, okay.
I would ask people, because as a new person, you have responsibility yourself. That's getting information and using information. Some don't feel like they're responsible, but they themselves are the perfectly responsible ones. Because if you beat them once by accident, then they get mad and then just kick your ass for free.
Right. Where, once again, where's the fun in that?
Exactly. This is what we've been talking about. Every community is toxic in its own shitty way.
Shit.
That's kind of where the same phrase of every community is toxic in its own shitty way. Fighting games just happens to be shitty in a community sense. Because your community is telling you, get good or get the fuck out.
I did my counter work.
Like, hammer. Because realistically, Chris, you wanna know what's the best example? Is DNF Duel a bad game? Yes or no? Is DNF Duel a bad game? Yes or no?
You said to check the guide.
No. Is DNF Duel a bad game?
Okay. All seriousness, I can't really say for sure.
See? That's fine. You are correct in having the opinion of not knowing whether or not that game was negative. But when you and I played it, it was fun as fuck, wasn't it?
Yeah, because
we were on the same level.
We was at the same level. 1. 2, we was both learning the game at the same time. So there was no what's the word I'm looking for? There was no I have a edge over you, and you did not have an edge over me. If we fuck around and find out, and we do some shit, we go ahead and we do some shit.
What the fuck?
Fist works in all directions. Fist works in all directions. Don't
what? What?
Sorry, Chris. Continue.
Nah, it's cool.
Sorry,
but it's just...
I'm saving that replay, bro.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we were just both learning the game basically at the same time. We didn't have an edge over one another.
Yeah.
Please select your character.
Now, compared that to other than cross tag battle, there had to been another fighting game that we've played that either you had more experience than me, or I had more experience than you, and then we had to teach each other.
A fighting game where we had to teach other people.
No. Teach each other, not other people.
Teach each other the game. Have we played a fighting game we can teach each other the game? Because like half the time, if we ever had to play a game together, it was either a game one of us had already played, or it was fairly new, or
yeah, like we have experience with, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Cause I'm thinking that like usually a game where we have to like think together is like usually an older title. Because technically we didn't have to teach each other Tekken, we've already played it.
Yeah. It's not Tekken. We can't say Tekken because we have experience with it. We can't say Street Fighter
because we have experience.
We haven't played Melty Blood.
Did we play Brawlout though?
Brawlout? No, we have not played Brawlout.
Okay.
We have not. Oh, wait a. No, can't say that. Cannot say that. Cannot say that at all.
My horrible.
But imagine that, Derek. How long have you been playing? Killer Instinct.
I play it on and off. So if I had to total the number of days, it'd be like.
I'm gonna say this. From that era of my life. How long have you been playing that era of Killer Instinct before it got introduced to me?
It had to have been like maybe some months. Maybe it had to have been like some months.
But you had experience with that game.
Yeah.
Now. Oh wait, nope, I can't even say that either. Because by the time me and you was playing, I already had some knowledge of the game. But we was at a similar similar level. That it was I won around maybe 2 rounds, you won around maybe 2, maybe 3 rounds, and it was okay. It was just copacetic.
Yeah.
I just wanted to play the game just to have fun with somebody playing the game.
Elijah, a little bit of a break. Yeah. I'm not gonna turn it off, I'm just taking a little break. Continue, Chris?
Yeah. I think that would be the best definition of us playing a game and us having fun playing with a game. Would have been Killer Instinct. Us playing a game, me and you, that technically got too out of hand, would be cross tag battle.
Yes, it would always be cross tag battle.
Because how I entered the game, I actually wanted to play it. After a certain point, I wanted to go ahead and play it at a competitive level. You wanted to play. It would be fun until shit hit the fan, and it's not, and it wouldn't be my fault. Well, it would be partially my fault. It would be partially your fault.
Yeah, it's 50-50 here.
Yeah, and it's only because of the fact that I would go ahead and get into the game competitively and using everything out the book, where you're using, where you want to go ahead and try to experiment characters and teams, where I'm thinking, okay, then you want to experiment with these teams. Can your team beat my mains? And to the point you had, and to the point that you, if we stop playing, you will go ahead and sit here and figure out who can I be able to go ahead and use to go up against my mains. And then all of a sudden, you had the brilliant idea, wait a minute, let me go ahead and use this team and see how it fares, and it actually kept up. So at that point, it wouldn't be fun. You would have to go ahead and go back to, you would have to go ahead and try to play the game yourself to go ahead and figure out what would be the best way to go ahead and be at the same level. Like, it would be challenging you.
Yeah.
So, now thinking about it, would the game be fun if it wasn't challenging? In your case, that you could be able to go ahead and try to put something together, come back, and try to hash it out. And now I'm saying, okay, now you got something, let me see how I could be able to go ahead and get around that.
See, so I'm not See, I'm not.
Would that be? Oh, sorry.
No. Ask your question. Sorry.
Yeah. Would that not be a level of fun that we both want to go ahead and have? Because if that's the case, then maybe fighting games for certain individuals or certain pairings would not be it. Yes. You would have to go ahead and try to tone down and possibly shift to a new genre.
Maybe. So when I'm... Okay, let me not use the line. In that case, because you were already at a level Beyond had played, and I hadn't played it like near at all. At the time, I had experience in fighting games already, and I'm what you would call a fast learner. I'm quick to understand a game's gimmicks as it comes through. However, learning the game all the way is much different because of the way that I approach gameplay. I never approach it from a higher level other than casual. Because my goal for any fighting game I play is to understand it in a basics concept, not in an advanced concept. That's the reason why I say I suck at every game I play, but I can play each and every game.
Okay.
Between you and I, the difference in what we played is in only so many games. I can catch up a little bit easier than you can. Not throwing any insults towards anyone in this chat room or anywhere that we know. Some people just play better than other people when they get their hands on a different game. Some people can learn it in a night. Some people, it will take a little bit longer. And for the majority of people, which I'm thinking about, the majority of people don't learn it in a night.
Right. It may take some years to go ahead and try to learn a concept just to go ahead and go back.
Or even maybe just some months. It takes some months of continuous play. But sometimes, in this case, or at least what I want to believe, is that not every person wants to play the game for competition's sake.
Okay.
Sometimes you just want to play the game to play the game.
Right.
Because you like the game. You don't want to go into practice. You want to immediately start playing people. Because that's the way you learn the game. Sometimes. Some people will go into practice mode. It's all about the way that people learn.
Wait, oh my god. Derek. There's an auto set that says want to play Guilty Gear.
Ew. Man, ArcSys is mean in their own games. Oh god. So, if I had to use the best example of relating to that situation, and I'm gonna assume that Danny is still in here, because he can double
Danny
it.
is...
Yes, Danny's here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because Danny can confirm with me this point. When we went to Jersey City, I think it was last year, I think. And my laptop went with me that day, because I'm usually just playing fighting games even when I'm just somewhere and nowhere. Danny's best example was just playing a game where him and I were just playing a game. I already kind of knew how to play Battle for the Grid. I'm not good at it, but I kind of knew how to play Battle for the Grid.
No one's
right.
I kind of understood that because Danny didn't know how to play, the best way to approach a person to a game is enjoy the game first. If you can't enjoy the game first, you're not going to want to play the game more than once.
True. Okay.
You always have to approach a new person like you're a new person. If you were looking at this game for the first time, even if it's a game that is as shitty as Battle for the Grid, it is a very mediocre game. No doubt. Elijah can confirm that with you. It's a mediocre game, but it's funnier with friends because you're just doing things for no reason.
Wait, Battle for the Grid?
It's not that great a game.
I thought Battle for the Grid was amazing.
It's not that great a game once you get down to the gritty of it. Once you get down to the gritty of it, it doesn't feel that great. It's a combo-centric game, but now you're kind of like forced to learn everything. So you can't just go in and sort of like get a combo or do a combo once and it just works out. No, it's kind of one of those, you have assists now. And you can't just pick them and then just like do them and know how they work. It's kind of one of those games that kind of forces you to go into the training room or at least to see each assist in action.
Okay.
And to confirm which one is the better one. But that's besides the point. That's a different conversation for a different day. The reason I bring up that Jersey City trip, and Danny can confirm this, is because it took me, I think, 45 minutes to teach Michael the basics of Killer Instinct. And after that, even through all the muscle memory stuff that I put him through, I told him, or at least I think I kind of made it more seem that I like Killer Instinct the game, not for competition, but because I like the game. I will tell any person, I don't care what level you are, bro, it's just a game, it's not that serious. You're not playing me for money, we're just here to play a game. If you feel some kind of way about it, I'll just leave. Because there is no amount of money, there is no amount of punches to be thrown that makes a fighting game worth throwing punches, getting in fights, or getting banned from a venue. I don't care how old the game is, how famous the game is, how loved in the community the game is. I don't even care what game it is. I don't care if it was Game of the Year 3 years ago or this year. Every game goes under scrutiny by my opinion, because I decide at the end of the day whether or not I want to keep playing. If I say no, I leave. If I say yes, I stay. And I get the consequences on each side. Leaving means that I'll probably never be interested in the game again. It's a thing. It is a big toss-up to consider. And me right now, I perfectly get that knowledge, as any new player should understand. The only way you want to learn to play a game longer, or you want to get better at a game, is that you have to like the game first. If the community drives you away from wanting to play the game, it is the community's fault, in your opinion, that you don't want to play that game.
Right.
Because sometimes it's the game, sometimes it's the people. In Street Fighter, it is literally the people. You can love the game. Street Fighter 6 is a good game. We're not gonna lie. It's a good game. It's basic. It's good for new people and older people. It brings people in. It's got great design. Capcom is pretty shit for putting in a freemium monetization model. But whatever.
Okay, all right. Bring it back.
No.
Bring it back.
Like I said, it's an offshoot model. It's an offshoot thing. I'm only recognize it as an off point. It's not this is the point. That's like they're shitty for doing it, but the base game is good.
Right.
The base game is good, and it gets players in.
So
that's all I care about.
Quick sidetrack, Derek. I want you to describe. I want you to describe to them how I play Killer Instinct.
He presses buttons, and if it works, it works.
Honestly, me same. I know when it comes down to Killer Instinct, they are light, medium, and heavy. I just button mashed, and the term spray and pray. What would be the button mash version of it? Button mash and hope you pass?
No, press and bless.
Press and bless.
Press and bless.
Press and bless. Okay.
Derek's sitting next to me, and we're just chilling. I think you were either playing a card game or something, and just next to him, I'm using one of his controllers, and it's the one that sounds like mouse clicks, and I just want you to imagine that just right next to you the entire time.
Just the sound of clicking. Looking at Elijah, just immediately hitting buttons, and it's like, okay, just okay.
I think I got to an ultra combo twice.
Yeah.
Honestly, go off.
And that's kind of what I mean. I don't mind someone doing that. I don't mind someone doing that to a game. Because at the end of the day, it's just a game. If it annoys you, there are a million things that you need to go over about your life that doesn't deal with this individual. They play the game how they want to play the game. They want to press buttons and just move around or jump around. Welcome to Killer Instinct.
Yeah, when I first got back into Persona 4 Arena, when I bought that back on my Xbox One, I eventually had to actually just either stop playing it or just take a break, because I realized I was getting mad at the stupid things. One of my friends who didn't know how to play the game was just using the auto combo over and over, and it got me angry enough that I really wanted to punch them. But since we weren't face to face, I was just silent, talking shit, and it was
Elijah,
and I just eventually stopped.
Elijah, I'm sorry. Hold that thought, Derek. I need you to keep this in mind. Playing Persona 4 Arena Ultimax back at NJIT on the PS3.
Yeah.
Was I that bad?
You that? Wait, no, do you mean that bad as in that try hard? Because
yes, because mind you, there was only three of us. There was Mia that was trying to get to that level, but it was me and it was Andrew. Andrew, I will admit, he was better than me, and I found that so I thought it was amazing. I would literally try to sit here and try to play better, try to get better. not play better, try to get better. And the one time that I managed to go ahead and pull off a fucking win, he left the screen. He nullified my win by saying, "Yep, no, that didn't happen."
Fuck.
Yeah.
So that was me being a tryhard.
If it was just him doing only auto combos and the auto combos worked, and then you just
no, no auto combos, because I'm gonna get to that part in a second. Mm-hmm. No auto combo, literally straight skill.
Okay.
Because the auto combo part, you know who I'm about to go ahead and talk about, because that shit really did piss me the fuck off.
If you're talking about him, yeah. You're talking about
I'm not
him.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about them.
Okay. Oh, them both? Okay.
Them both. Because
gotcha.
they would think, because it happened with multiple games. Freaking Persona 4 Arena Ultimate. Cross Tag Battle.
Mm-hmm.
Dead or Alive 6. No, not 6. Back up.
5 or
5.
Right.
Definitely 5. Because I remember Milla was in the game as well too. So definitely 5. And they would rely on the auto so fucking much. But point was, if I didn't believe in backing up and it was something that I've learned on YouTube.
Oh, shit.
A YouTuber by the name of Nuts vs. Guts.
That's interesting.
As a matter of fact, can I be able to share links on PlayStation?
You have to do it through chat, but I think you have to type it manually. Unless you're on your phone.
I could be able to pull up the chat on my iPad. I gotta send you one of the videos. I guarantee you, Elijah, you'll laugh at it and you'll go deep into a rabbit hole. But the fact that they had something called it was I think it was BYD. The acronym BYD meant back up, you dumbass. For you to go ahead and block. If it wasn't for the fact, and then not only that too, Ricky also had to go ahead and point out, yeah, they only do that and they only rush. Back up, block, and wait. When I tell you, the one time I forgot about that, and they just auto comboed me through fucking shit. And then the part that pissed me off was that I didn't lose to the auto combo. It was an auto combo and putting salt into the wound of talking shit. Oh yeah, you got that one win, but I beat you multiple times after that.
To be fair, it's because you did have a like for the game, and I guess you kind of let the emotions of the game cloud you a little bit.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say that that's bad. However, I am gonna say, as long as you learn not to do it again. That's it. As long as you learn not to do it again, you are a redeemed man in my eyes. Because every fighting game player, I don't care how professional you are, how old you are, how famous you are, everyone gets salty. everyone.
Now that I think about it, does it mean that Relius technically fucks that robot if that's the mother?
Well, that's...
Oh my god.
I just thought about that.
Oh my god.
Well, no,
he stick his dick in a toaster.
Damn. No, see, I think it's that she passed and he turned her into that. That she passed and he turned into that.
Don't you think they probably? I don't know. Man, I'm sure he feels a little some type of way sometimes.
Really? Some type of way? Sometimes?
Ow.
Like, yeah, you know, sometimes I miss the fleshy feeling of my wife. And then the other time, I miss the warm sensation. Let me go ahead and see how this fleshlight feels. Yes.
No, ow! Ow! Father, stop! I didn't do anything.
Whoa, okay.
I didn't do anything.
Maybe me drinking soda while you were saying that possibly did not translate well to everybody else.
I know. It's because you're not seeing us playing BlazBlue, so you're getting this. No, Father, please, I've done nothing. And it just sounds out of context.
No, with me drink. Wait, so y'all didn't hear me drinking anything?
No.
On mic? Oh, okay. Thank God. Okay, cool. It did not translate over. Great, awesome. I mean, still not the best idea, but yeah.
Ow.
Go in your room.
You go to your room, bitch.
Wow. How dare you?
Mom, stop. No. Sister, please, help. I don't understand his mechanics.
So, before I go on, whenever you press D, you switch to the puppet. On Karo. On Relius, you summon the puppet with back commands. So it's only like, you know, they control the puppet, but for Karo, it's a whole set of buttons.
I just love how he basically just said, I came for the child support, Father.
Yeah. Yeah, he kind of just did. But go on.
Actually... right now I'm re-downloading DNF Duel because of the fact that now since you brought up DNF Duel, I kind of miss it.
See, I miss playing with... I would want to play DNF Duel with you guys, because at least the game is shit, but at least the wild shit that can happen makes it entertaining. Oh yeah, the game is bad, but it's funny to play with friends when shit doesn't make sense. Or when shit doesn't want to make sense.
Also, this may have to last until Project L comes out.
Oh, good luck with that.
So, any predictions for Project L?
In the first 5 months, so in the first 5 months, we will find there will be a good meta. It won't break the game, but there will be a meta. I'll say in the first 5 months.
Okay.
The player base will dwindle to about halfway, as fighting games always do. And the only thing keeping it alive is the fact that this is a Riot Games based production.
Okay. Honestly, My prediction is that they're gonna pull a DOA.
Well, would you even be surprised? This is like Riot, and Riot mainly gets their money from skins.
True. Very true. Which that will be you basically paying for the game.
Yes.
Honestly, I want, even though the game, they said that the game is gonna be free. I want a paid version.
Oh,
like give me what would be the first, like, okay, then you pay $60, you have basically whatever character, you have the base roster and plus whatever DLC for the characters come out, and you get a special costume for whatever character that is there. Like you get a P3 color. Which also, too, another thing, I know that DNF Duel also got the character pass out, and I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I should do it, but
I'm not a fan of $24.99. I'm not a fan of $25.
I mean, I'll pay the $60.
Chris, they have 2 more characters. I mean, it's 5 characters. They've only revealed 3. 2 are out.
Wait, what was the third?
Battle Mage. I think Battle Mage came out maybe the 14th. 3 are out. We don't know the other 2. And the other 2 assumes that we even played DFO long enough.
Okay.
So what I'm putting down is that it's not that, well, honestly, I'm not gonna lie about that statement. DNF was only a bad game because the developer behind it is known for letting their games sit. Known for letting their games sit for very long times without releasing anything.
Which developer are we talking about?
This would be Nexon.
Okay.
Or in this case, things like Neeple. Because it's Neeple is like, I think this is how it's pronounced. Because, remember, those are the developers for Dungeon Fighter Online. And if you know how long it takes for them to release stuff for Dungeon Fighter Online, that's how they typically are. If that makes sense. It's kind of one of those, like, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, you know, well, it's where,
wait, they got a new mechanic?
And, DNF, yeah. They fixed it. They fixed it since the first time.
Alright. Well, shit.
Ouch. Punched. Not punched.
Why are you just laying there like that?
I don't know.
Rebel 2.
I have no idea why.
Action.
No, like I'm saying, you know what? This would be the considerable reason I would buy DNF Duel. If DNF Duel went down to $5.
Base game.
Base game. Base game went to $5 or $10, basically. If it went down to that much, I would at least reasonably buy it.
Wow, that actually did a lot of damage.
Yeah, so I would buy it. I don't care how bad the game is, because at least the base game is quote-unquote fixed enough. But I would only ever access it if I wanted to practice. Like maybe one combo, or maybe see if I had to unlock colors the hard way.
Fuck that,
and if I had to do that to unlock colors the hard way, then probably that's it. That'd be like the only reason I ever play. Because it feels more like, it feels like it's more reason to there's less reason to actually play fighters now, because if you don't like playing other people, then that game basically goes unplayed for all your other games. And that's kind of okay in my eyes. Next one is the last one, Elijah.
Alright.
I'm not getting off. I'm just sort of like pausing play for the night. So we can like fuck around in the chat room like we usually do. I never wanted to call DNF a bad game. In fact, I wanted to give it a chance because it was new.
Right.
But the developer just being bad only proves the point that it was not gonna be in my favor if I went to bat for them. So I had to let the game go, just like I had to let go of God of Rock. I really wanted to like the game, but Modus wasn't listening, and people left. Now the game has no one there, and if I log on, I'm the only one. I think.
Alright.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1.
So all I would say is sort of just like, so all I would say is sort of just like, would just be, all I would say is there'd have to be like more reason to play the game offline than usual, which there hasn't usually been for me.
Rebel 2. Action.
So, like I said, more on the later part of my life, I've started to learn to stop like obsessing over stuff that doesn't really make sense to me. But as I'm getting older, I'm realizing that that's just gonna be a thing for me, unfortunately. Because usually the things that I'm obsessing over are sort of like things that I don't like.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button! I pressed the wrong button.
Fried cat.
I pressed the wrong button.
Were you trying to burst at it?
Yes, I was trying to burst it.
Oh no, at the end of the day, Taker was in one match, and he won. That's it. That's all I asked for.
Well, actually, I used Hager earlier.
Yeah, earlier, and he still fucking lost.
Did he?
Yeah. Did he?
Damn.
Yeah, he did lose.
Fuck.
Like, he did lose. No, he did lose. It was to Naruto. But yeah, I'm more inclined to play fighting games with my friends now than I've ever been, because I don't really... Alright, that sounds like a really stupid statement, and that's not a hyperbolic statement. It's not that I don't like playing with different people, it's that I don't like playing AAA titles with people that like playing it. Because that sort of shows me that side of the community. It's either like, you know, the good side of the community that just plays it, but then you really see that bad side, and then you sort of get like that complimentary, oh, so this is why no one likes playing Street Fighter. Or why people like playing Street Fighter. It's kind of like comparable to that. And it's like, oh, damn, that sucks. Damn, that sucks. Oh, well. But, you know, that's just me. I choose to play games with you guys, and if you guys are, hey, hey, if I really wanted to try it once, I would have tried it once. I've already broken two of my rules.
Which was?
Oh, no, I probably wasn't going to play, like, Rainbow Six Siege. And
yeah, I kind of low-key looked at you with a side eye when you said that, because you going back to first-person shooter, question mark?
Not all the way, just for Elijah. It's a content thing.
Right.
Everything's just a content thing. If it wasn't for anything else, I probably would have never played it.
Right.
So, realistically, yeah. That's just why I like my fighting games with friends. Because at least I know that, it's like because at least I know. There it is. There it is. Because at least I know that when I'm at least playing it with you guys, it's at least fun. Even if it's bad, I know that the only time I'll ever be accessing it is when you guys ask me to play it.
Right.
If it Overwatch, I'm probably never going back to as long as I live.
Yeah.
I figured as much.
I'm sorry about that, Chris. I just can't go back.
Honestly, it is what it is. I can't fault you for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is literally us being able to talk about one topic for about 2 hours, which is the first.
Hey, that's a good thing.
Man, it took forever.
We stuck to something.
Yeah, it took forever to be able to talk about one topic, or at least multiple topics, and make it. Well, you have an ad read now, so.
You guys can keep talking about what's the one.
Alright,
sure.
Cool. So I'm slowly dying in the finals.
Really? Are you playing the finals right now?
Hmm?
You playing the finals right now?
Yes.
Okay. Well, matter of fact, since he's still looking for one, since you two have a PS5, and I guess I'm gonna be due to get a PS5 eventually. I don't know what month, but eventually. Are we gonna play PlayStation Splatoon?
Is it free?
I think Foam Stars is.
Because if it's free, I'll play. I'll attempt.
That's the best I can ask for. The attempt.
All right. It's short but sweet. Today's podcast is sponsored by Heinz 57. When you're in a mood for something a little tangy, a little spicy, try Heinz 57 sauce. It's a ketchup with a kick. Heinz 57. Put a little spice in your life.
Oh.
That sounded so dry. I'd like to thank Opera GX for being our sponsor for today's thing. Opera GX is a nice alternative browser. It's a nice alternative browser. It's a nice alternative browser to other browsers such as Google Chrome, Apple Safari, Internet Edge. The 5 people that still use that, and the grandmas that stay on Facebook all the time, and Mozilla Firefox, whoever chooses to get themselves hacked all the time. No, it's like the Opera GX at least gives you the ability to monitor how much memory your internet browser uses, so that whenever you want to grind out that victory royale in Fortnite, you'll at least know that your internet browser isn't basically sucking off your computer memory. And if you really want to, you can go in there, you can go into this very crazy thing called the GX Corner, and be able to see when some of your favorite games will come out. Like, I'm actually waiting for GTA 6, which won't come out till 2025, so I'm just stuck jacking off for a whole entire year until that game decides to come out. Or you can decide to go into the very clever side of the other corner and go into mods. That's right, you're allowed to mod your internet browser. Me, I have the customization of wanting to hear Vaporwave with the sounds of Charlie every time I click my keyboard. Just the sound of, oh yeah baby, every time I hit a button. And every time I open a sorry, what happened?
I thought you were
done. Every time I open a browser, it's basically the sound of a metal pipe falling down some stairs. And whenever I close that browser window, it's the sound of someone getting hit in the head with a metal pipe.
Wait, so you could actually do that?
Yeah, that's actually a mod in GX. That's metal pipe sound.
Oh, cool.
You hear that?
Running water?
It's supposed to be paper, but that's opera.
Oh. That's opera. No. Okay.
I was gonna do the next ad.
Oh, you're gonna do the next ad, so then let me finish it up. It's like, it's okay, gamers. So go out there. Don't forget to delete your Google Chrome. Download your Opera GX. And hey, let me finish to read. Okay. It's like, delete your Google Chrome. Oh, by the way, you can also move your bookmarks with the greatest of ease by just being able to import your Google bookmarks from almost any of your browsers available, as long as it has an accessible save file.
I have another feature I can mention.
Go ahead.
If you're one of those people who has fucking horrible internet search history, there's a simple option in your settings that allows you to make sure your internet history is changed into the most wholesome shit after a certain set of time inactive. I guess it's another means of saying, when I die, delete my internet history. You can also do it immediately, so if you need a quick way to just bink your whole internet history, make it something more wholesome, you can turn this option on and make it immediately turn your fucking internet history into a bunch of child study websites.
Okay. So it's like, so don't wait too long, gamers. Delete your Google Chrome. Tell Mozilla Firefox to go jump off a cliff to a very cold river, and go tell Apple Safari to wonder why it still exists and probably delete itself. Don't forget to download Opera GX today and use the code INUT on anything at checkout.
What?
Thank you once again, Opera GX, for the sponsor. By the way, note, this was not an actual ad read. I am not sponsored by Opera GX.
But
Opera
I do
GX
recommend Opera GX.
Yeah, that's actually true. I do recommend Opera GX, and I am just not sponsored by them. Please don't take this ad read seriously, except for the fact where I tell you Opera GX is actually a very good browser. That is actually true. I do actually use that browser for usual stuff that doesn't involve porn.
It's now time for the next ad. Blondes, step aside. Redheads, who says you get all the fun? It's time for Brunettes in the Spotlight with John Frieda Brilliant Brunette Shine Release Shampoo. Bring out your natural highlights for hair that's ultra rich and gorgeously sleek.
I don't even know how to go about that anymore. What if I had a blonde wig?
Unfortunately, today we were not sponsored by Hair for Men. I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry.
Who said it was for men? Who said it was just for men?
I'm saying if it was for the wig, I'm like, yeah, it would. We didn't get a just for men hair sponsor, but we did get a Manscaped ad, gentlemen.
Sony makes it easy to capture all your friends in one shot, even if you're Taylor Swift and you have millions of friends. Sony CyberShot camera with iSweep panorama mode captures the whole scene easily. Sony make believe.
Ew. Did you just advertise a Pixma camera? You know, get away from it. Jesus Christ. Gentlemen. Have you ever just gotten home so much that you've been so tired that you decided to basically take off your pants, go take a nice shower, sit in front of your computer, boot up your porn browser, and put on that good 25-minute compilation of your favorite
Fortnite chicks twerking.
Maybe.
I'm screaming to the great ether.
Okay, so we're gonna keep going. And no. So you didn't look down and realize, oh shit, all my tours aren't cleaned yet, and I forgot to clean them last night. Oh boy. Alright, so allow me to introduce you to today's shush. Shush. Allow me to introduce you to today's product, Manscaped. For when you just want to feel. Hey, shush! I have a point here. Let me go. For when you want to wake up the woman in you, man, all you gotta do is go to the bathroom, apply on the nice little ball, shaving cream, and just literally just scrape your balls as clean as possible. Go to your wife's closet. Go pull out her high school uniform that for some reason she has in there because she decided to get bigger for no reason, and just put it on. They just put it on. Go in front of a camera and just log on to Chaturbate, where lonely incels will decide to pay you $25 for you to flex your butthole live on camera.
You'll look gorgeous.
You look gorgeous. Thank you, Manscaped. Thank you, Manscaped, for this sponsor. No, I am not sponsored by Manscaped. I don't even allow the razor, because I can't trust that shit near my nuts.
I'm so concerned.
But for femboys, absolutely. I want you to look for that video where that guy literally just like nares his butthole. And then find that product and then use that. Because I think that video is still up. No lie, I think that video's still up.
I'm gonna just leave that be. I'm gonna leave that be where it's at.
I'll look it up myself. I think it's still up.
Wait, why would you wanna? Never mind.
No, because if YouTube is on their word, that video should be down now.
I don't know why I keep coming back to this app every single day. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and look to see if they got one of those.
Go for it.
So how do y'all find these? Ad reads.
It's still there. No, ask Elijah how he finds his ad reads. I do mine all off the dome. Chris, you won't believe it. It's still up there and it's got 47 billion views. I mean, someone out there was looking for a cute man butt.
Hey, guy out there.
Listen, someone out there. Someone out there. I'm not denying their name. I'm not revealing their name. I am doxing no one. I am judging no one's love. All I'm saying is, if you decide to show your booty hole on YouTube, just understand.
Oh my God.
It gets 47 million views. YouTube forgets to delete it. But Twitch will allow, artistic nudity. Psych, they got rid of that policy. Yeah, they actually got rid of that policy after they announced it.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Whether you're up in the clouds or going way underground, it's easy to take your music with you wherever you go. With Spotify Premium, you can save your favorite songs to your phone and listen offline. That means
we're not selling out to Spotify.
Anytime,
we're not selling out to Spotify.
And right now, you can try Premium free for 30 days. Ready to make the move? Tap the banner to learn more.
No, not sponsored by Spotify, and we're not planning on being sponsored by Spotify.
The Notre Dame burning down sure is a big disaster, but you know what else is a big disaster? Trying to create your own website. HTML, CSS, PHP, CMS.
Was that another? No, not even another. Not even jesting. Was that a literal start?
Yes.
Can we not even read that ad? The second they
Who has time for that? That's why you need Squarespace. Squarespace is the easy way to create your very own professional website using simple drag and drop actions. No matter if you're trying to open a digital storefront or finally start that black market for human penises you were always talking about. The homepage of the Notre Dame most likely wasn't made using Squarespace. But if it was, they could update it to reflect the tragic events on Monday, the 15th of April, with just a few clicks.
Welcome to my house.
If you want to give Squarespace a try, they're currently offering a special promo where you can get your own website and your very own domain for a free trial month by registering using the promo code squarespace.com/Notre. That's squarespace.com/NoTrip.
GoDaddy.
Speaking of skills, let me take a few minutes to talk to you about a website called Skillshare. Have you ever wanted to learn how to do something out of the ordinary or interesting? Well, you can by taking classes online at Skillshare.com, which are taught by instructors and have their own class rosters. Heck, I learned how to juggle balls and make a PB&J sandwich the right way by using Skillshare. So what do you do? What are you waiting around for? There are dozens of online courses.
Go to Skillshare.com/YoungHung1. One for for your first week of classes free. That's Skillshare. SKILL share.com/YoungHung1.
I lost where I was.
Oh, we got time for maybe two more. Chris,
situations like this are why I use Audible. Audible is a subscription service that allows you to buy audiobooks that you can listen to on your phone. Audible allows you to choose from a gigantic array of audiobooks narrated by amazing narrators that you can listen to from anywhere. Right now I'm listening to Twilight by Stephen King, narrated by Oscar.
Yo, stop already. Stop already. You said Twilight by Stephen King. Wow, you can't even say his name right. And yo, I'm flaming you in the comments. People in the comments, write F in the chat for dyslexia.
Wow. Oscar-winning actor James Franco. It's the chilling story of a high school teacher who gains a student and wakes up with psychic abilities. In all seriousness, audiobooks are great for when you're alone. And I should maybe stop with the YouTube. What?
Especially no. So especially when your Newark high schooler can't read.
Hey, cállate.
Okay, I'm sorry. When your average everyday high schooler just can't read a book, but knows how to pick up a Jet magazine and turn to the centerfold to see some ash. Don't ask me. I was 9-year-old when I picked one up and figured that out. Jet magazine, a magazine only for black people, because the one thing that they know you want is a porn magazine full of ash.
If your loved one was diagnosed with mesothelioma, you may be entitled to a financial compensation.
That's dyslexic. That's true dyslexia. Stop. That's true dyslexia.
It's a rare cancer linked to asbestos exposure.
Okay, mesothelioma. Mesothelioma. Dial 1-900-mesothelioma.
Dial 1-800-99-LAW-USA.
I think that's still too many digits. Is it? Yeah, it's still too many digits. It's not. That's 8 digits.
Was diagnosed with mesothelioma. You may be entitled to financial compensation.
Stop! We could probably get copyrighted for that.
Linked to asbestos exposure. Exposure to asbestos in the Navy, shipyards, mills, heating, construction, or the automotive industries may have put you at risk. Please don't wait. Call 1-800-99-LAW-USA for a free legal consultation and financial information package.
That's actually the number?
Yes.
Fuck off. Oh my god.
USA.
Chris, thank you for playing the mesothelioma ad and making me feel.
I'm busy dying in the finals.
Fair enough. All right. Thanks, Elijah, for playing the mesothelioma ad, making me feel 5 years older than I already am. The only thing you can do to make me feel old is if you play a Metamucil commercial, and I'll just fade into non-existence.
My name is Yoshikage Kira. I'm 33 years old. My house is in the northeast section of Morio, where all the villas are, and I'm not married. I work as an employee for the Kameiyu department stores, and I get home every day by 8 p.m. at the latest. I don't smoke, but I occasionally drink. I'm in bed by 11 p.m. and make sure I get 8 hours of sleep no matter what. After having a glass of warm milk and doing about 20 minutes of stretches before going to bed, I usually have no problem sleeping until morning. Just like a baby, I wake up without any fatigue or stress in the morning. I was told there was no issues at my last checkup. I'm trying to explain that I'm a person who wishes to live a quiet life. I take care not to trouble myself with any enemies, like winning and losing, that would cause me to lose sleep at night. That is how I deal with society. And I know that is what brings me happiness. Although if I were to fight, I wouldn't lose anyone.
Don't worry about it. No, don't worry about it. We got this nice replacement here. His name is James Franco. Or as the kids would call him, J. Frank. Or is it Anne Frank? I'm not sure which one. Probably J. Frank, but... Hey kids, we all know what you love. So here's your favorite movie star, Sylvester Stallone. Hey kids. Now Rich wondered. I bet you wonder, where do I have to go to high school to go learn all this stuff? Why can't I just go straight into the workforce? Well, now you can. I'm not going to tell you how, I'm just saying you can. Because now the workforce is absolutely shitty, and we can use as many workers as possible, especially if you're in high school. Because that means we get to pay you less, and you only get to work 4 hours a day because you suck. And we need more people. So if you want to be able to sleep with all the college girls on the dorm because you needed a job real quick to afford your mother's car, you come down to Dunkin' Donuts and remember, all the white girls are open. Just ask everyone else.
Well, that's all for today's podcast. I hope you enjoyed actually having a more talkative podcast this time.
We're hoping to have more. We're hoping to have more, honestly.
Yeah, we hope there's more of this. And just like how we just naturally kept talking about something, I hope that keeps going. Because we've been having problems naturally actually talking about things instead of talking like a robot about a subject and then moving on.
Yeah, basically.
Next time honestly next time let's talk about sticking dicks in toasters.
Okay. Alright. Next time we play the game I said we were going to play yesterday, but we didn't. We go to the dark side and play Fortnite.
For one night only. For
one night only. Because I'm scared that if I even try to do it again, I'll catch cancer.
For a theater kid, why did I catch that?
What?
Because saying one time only is
Oh no! I thought you said one night only. One night only.
No. I said one night only.
It's a Dreamgirls reference, but never mind.
No. The fact that you reminded me, she does say one night only twice. Jeez. Thanks for reminding me, Chris.
I'm sorry.
Well, that was. But it's a podcast. I was your pseudo host Elijah and pseudo host Derek.
Hello.
And guests.
and guests at CBlaze973 on Twitch and Daniel Bell.
Hey.
No.
He didn't pay us.
No.
We don't do sponsors.
He's not a sponsor. That was just saying his thing.
But however, I do have sponsors.
He actually does have sponsors, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Alright, so you know what? We'll let him do his sponsors on a different day. You know what? We'll say Cblaze973 on Twitch and at Daniel Bell 640 on YouTube. It may not be that actual thing, but look up Daniel Bell and look up a guy that played God of War Ragnarok.
What are you talking about?
It'll be that Daniel Bell. No, that's Dan. That was the guy that was talking about.
Need to mention
just a podcast.
Okay, people, you didn't hear that last part.
Whatever, it's fine. And yeah, that was But It's a Podcast. I hope you enjoyed us struggling.
No. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, so we can help afford the largest OnlyFans addiction.
I got questions, but I guess we'll save that for another day.
Don't worry about it.
I need you to like and subscribe so you can afford my Mountain Dew addiction.
Mountain Dew addiction. Okay.
Because he a real gamer.
Yeah.
Because I like drinking the flavors.
Yeah, he knows it.
Really, I like drinking it because it kills my sperm cells.
Wow. Not only did you just say like the most blatant lie possible, but that's only Code Red. I like drinking Mountain Dew because I like tasting colors. Oh no, the delicious taste of Code Red. It never tasted like the color red ever.
Okay, yeah, just go ahead, finish it up.
I will now take me and my empty Gatorade bottle sitting next to me and disable the stream in order to leave. Bye.
Bye.
It's like...